girls and you feel, oh, I wish this is me, or I wish I'm the one hanging around with this girl. In the night and you wonder, sometimes you wake up in the night and you start asking yourself, is this how I'm going to keep living alone, or is this how I'm going to keep living single? Because there are some reasons why you don't have a girlfriend. And in this video, I want to share 5 reasons why you don't have a girlfriend and what you should do instead. So if this is your first time on this channel, my name is Idris. On this channel, I bring you with weekly tips, strategies, and advice videos on relationship to help you unlock your confidence and live your best life. So if you have not subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out the upcoming videos just like this one you are watching. Also, our Facebook group is now ready, so I'm going to put a link down below in the description of this video to join the group, and you can search for Idris Tips Fam to join the group on Facebook, and I'm going to be there to answer your questions. You can interact with me one on one. So if you are pumped for today's live video, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed. So let's dive into it. So most times you may be wondering why you don't have a girlfriend, or when you see other guys they are crushing it in dating, you may be wondering why you don't have a girlfriend, or you wish this is you, or you wish you are the one hanging around with girls. And the first one is because it's the first C. And what this first C mean is, I hope you can see this. Now, what I mean by comfort is because most times you're too comfortable hanging around with other guys. You know, sometimes you go around to play football match, or you go around to play football, or you play video games with other guys. Instead, what you want to do is, instead of you trying to push yourself out of your comfort, or trying to hang around with other girls, or trying to hang around with your girlfriends, so most times you are too comfortable, and sometimes you feel you are too busy working on your career. Maybe there's a course you have been taking. So what you want to do is to push yourself out of comfort. And you know another reason is because you stay alone too much. And what I stay alone too much is, most times you just stay in the room, maybe watching films, or you are just too comfortable staying alone or living a boring life. So that's the first reason. Now the second reason is F. And what this means is, yeah, FEAR. Now, fear is another common reason that is stopping you from getting a girlfriend. You know, most times it's not maybe you don't know what to say to a girl when you approach her, or maybe you don't you don't have the courage. But what is stopping you is just the fear of rejection, or the fear of being disappointed, or maybe your friends are going to laugh at you. That's the fear that is stopping you from getting a girlfriend. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you the 5 things you should also do to break out of all those fears. Now, number 4 is excuses. And this is E. Excuses. Most times you know what to say to a girl, but you just make excuses. You give yourself excuses. Anytime you see a beautiful girl, you judge yourself, oh, I'm not a good fit, or maybe I'm not good enough, or she will reject me. Most times you give yourself excuses why you shouldn't approach. So what you have to do is to stop judging yourself, is to stop making excuses. When you are too comfortable, or fear is holding you, or maybe you make excuses, most times you judge yourself that you are not a good fit. That's why you want to limit your excuses. Now, the number 4 reason that is stopping you is, I hope you can see this, talk. Now, you don't know how to talk to girls. Most times when you see a beautiful girl, you just want to collect her phone number, or maybe you approach her like somebody, like a stranger, or you approach her with fear or with the wrong manner. Let me say with the wrong manner. So the fourth reason that is stopping you from getting a girlfriend is you don't know how to talk to girls. Now, there is what we call public etiquette. And what this means is when you see someone that you don't know before, or you just meet someone at first impression, there are some expectations how you are expected to approach the person. You don't just approach people anyhow, because this is one of the biggest reasons why most guys fail to get a girlfriend. So you have to know the manner how to approach people when you meet people. And the fifth reason is ask. Sometimes you talk to girls, she give you her phone number, so you get her phone number, and you started some level of, you started communicating, you started chatting with her, and you start interacting. But asking her out becomes a very big challenge. Why? Because it comes down to fear. It's come down to this. You've asked for a phone number, and then it's go back to fear. So what you have to do now, let me give you what to do instead. If all this have been holding you back, one of these five, either comfort, either comfort has been holding you from getting your girlfriend, or either fear has been holding you back, or either excuses, or you don't know how to talk, or you don't know how to ask her out. So here is what you should do. Now, if comfort is your number one biggest problem, what I want you to do is I want you to challenge you. I want to challenge you. And most times you're too comfortable staying with your friends, male friends, or you hang around to play football. You're just too comfortable hanging out with male friends, or you stay too much lonely in your room. So the challenge I want to give you is you should start going out, and you're not limited to anywhere. There are girls everywhere. You can meet a girl at bank, you can meet a girl, in the road, or almost everywhere in the bus, almost everywhere in the school premises, in the social gathering, anywhere. So I want to challenge you to stop being comfortable, because comfort is the enemy of growth. Or the more you feel more comfortable, the more it push you, like the more you feel more comfortable, the more it limits your confidence. Like comfort hold your confidence. So for you to break out of the comfort, you have to push out of your comfort zone by challenging yourself. So this week, what I want you to do is just walk to a girl, tell her, don't say anything. Hi, how are you doing? Well, I just want to say hi to you. That's all. By the time you start challenging yourself and pushing yourself out of your comfort, gradually over time you realize that your confidence, like your fear will start lowering, and your fear, here is how it looks like. The more the more you give yourself challenge, the more challenge goes up, then comfort comes down, fear also comes down. So the more you keep challenging yourself, the more your confidence will keep rising, and the more your comfort will keep lowering. Also, the more your fear will keep lowering. So what you want to do is to challenge yourself to do what you are not comfortable doing. That is talking to girls and approaching girls. I'm also going to link a video I made on how to approach girls, where I was showing you guys how to approach girls. Now, if fear is your challenge, if fear is your biggest challenge, what I want you to do is to have courage. I don't know if you can see this courage. If you're watching this, make sure you like the video. So if fear is your challenge, I want you to have courage that okay, I don't care whether I will be rejected or not. I just want to try. So once you have that courage of trying, you realize because there's no way if you haven't rejected for at least 4 times before getting one yes, it means like you are not serious enough because there's no way we get a girlfriend without being rejected. So I want you to have a courage of trying something instead of fear of being rejected, because if you keep allowing the fear to keep governing your life, that's how, if you allow the fear to keep governing your life, that's how the fear will keep expanding, and your comfort and sorry and your confidence will keep limiting. So this is what I want you to do. If fear is your challenge, I want you to start increasing your courage. When you see people, talk to girls. When you see a girl, try to just say hi at least, even though you can't say anything further. Try to say hi, greet her. How are you doing? You're looking good. My name is Idris. What's your name? Try to introduce yourself. So that is courage. Now, if excuses is your challenge, excuse. If excuses is your challenge, what I want you to do is kill excuses. I don't know. Hope you can see this. Now, if excuses is your biggest challenge that is stopping you from getting a girlfriend, what I want you to do is to kill excuses. And this is how to kill your excuses. If you see a girl and you start judging yourself, oh, I'm not dressing well, that's why I won't approach her. Now what I want you to do is start dressing well. Like stop judging your physical appearance. The moment you start judging your physical appearance and the moment you stop judging your physical appearance and you start dressing out well, you won't have any other excuses. Now if the other excuses you make is I'm not a good fit, try to give yourself a reason, something like, but people that hang out with her, I'm better than them. So if you're better than people that she hang out with, definitely you are a good fit. So instead of, like, the more you realize the excuses you are making and you start killing them one by one, all you want to do is give yourself no other option than to just approach her, or than to just talk to her. Once you kill the excuses, if the excuses you are giving yourself is I don't know how to talk, now, which is the first and the number fourth reason why you don't have a girlfriend. Now, I want you to let go of perfection. Cancel it. I want you to let go of perfection. Most times we are born with this mentality of I want everything to be perfect. Like the first girl I would like to approach, I won't like her to reject me. I would like her to give me a nice response or a nice reply when I ask her out. Or maybe when I talk to her, I would like her to, to just say nice things to me. It won't happen that way. So if you think you don't know how to talk, I want you to let go of perfection. Just talk. Just say hi, or just trying to look around what you are doing in common and talk to her. Because the more you are trying to get perfect, the more you won't get anything done. The best way to not get anything done is simply to try to be perfect, because nothing starts perfect. Anything, look at your device you're using right now. If you're using whether an iPhone or an Android, it doesn't start with the way they are now. They just keep upgrading it, they keep improving it. It doesn't start perfect. So that's why we are humans. Human beings were born naturally to make mistakes. You're not going to be perfect. That's why any happy marriage, anybody you see that have a nice or happy marriage has probably experienced two or three, like breakup, two or three breakup. Why? Because it is through the process of the breakup, through the process of dating the first girl, second girl, third girl, that oh, they break up and she realized they are not perfect for him. That's when he finally meets the perfect one. So I want you to let go of the last thing is asking her out. So if you don't know how to ask a girl out, simply try your luck. Try your luck. Now, before I should dig dive into this, I want to share a story. There was a day I and two of my friends were walking around the road. That time I was in Kwara State. So we saw a very beautiful girl was crossing at our front. So immediately, you know guys now, immediately anytime we see very beautiful girl, one way or the other we must talk about her. So we started talking about her. I started pushing my friend that okay, go and talk to her now. She said, why should I talk to her? I say, okay, since you guys don't want to talk to her, I'll try my luck. And fortunately, I talked to her and I collected her number that day. In fact, instantly. Although I was having the fear of if this girl embarrass me, like my friends are going to embarrass me or they are going to laugh at me. But if I didn't try my luck, I wouldn't have have the courage, or maybe I wouldn't have be able to brag to my friend that okay, I approach her and get her phone number. You know, especially if a girl is very beautiful. Most times we judge ourselves like, oh, if this girl rejects me, it's going to be a very big embarrassment. So that's why you don't want to judge yourself right from the beginning. There is one thing that most girls do. Sometimes a girl may love you, but because you don't show interest, or but because you don't approach her, if she has a guy that is interested in her and she's not interested in the guy, if the guy show interest, she might end up going with the guy. Why? Because most girls they go with a guy that show interest. You know, most times girls are open to getting a boyfriend, but the problem is most guys are not talking to them. That's why you don't want to judge yourself, you want to try your luck, because the more action you take, the more lucky you get. So I want you to join the Facebook group. You can search, the name of the Facebook group is Idris Tips. If you have any question or you are facing any problem, you can post your question or comment there. So thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy yourself. Much love from Idris.